Any individual that
Yes or no?
causes harm
Yes or no?
breaks
Okay,
the law
Mayor Wu?
should be held accountable.
This is why you have 6% approval rating, because you suck at answering questions.
Finally, these far-left Democrat mayors are facing tough questions and being held accountable. We're going to break it all down for you. Let's go. How's it going, everybody? David Medina here. Really appreciate you being here. Appreciate you liking the video, sharing the video. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel if you're on YouTube. If you're on X or Facebook or Instagram or TikTok, make sure you follow at David Medina PDX. Really appreciate all of you guys, man. All you guys are doing such a good job sharing the videos. I love you so much. We had one of our videos get like 500,000 views on Facebook, out of all places. I thought Facebook was dead. I guess not. Guess there's enough boomers left on there, huh? Producer Vlad. Producer Vlad's in the house, ladies and gentlemen.
What's up?
So good to have you back this week, man. He was on his 3-week vacation in Israel. Where were you at? What are you doing? Just working on home stuff?
Yeah.
It's all right. It's okay if you love the Jews, dude. You don't have to you don't have to pretend like you don't like the Jews. I mean,
I'm not scared. I like the Jews.
Aren't you Jewish anyways?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Oh, there we go. People are going to be flooding in. Oh, of course David's Jewish. Yeah, he's got a Jewish, they're all Jewish. All these anti-Jew Christians out there.
Everything.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you guys kind of do, though. You control Hollywood for sure. I'm just kidding. Hey, I'm not a Jew hater, just FYI. My dog's trying to be in the video right now. But anyways, let's get to it. So these Democrat mayors. So the Democrat mayors of Denver, Chicago, New York City, and Boston. The far left mayors, with the Chicago mayor having 6% approval rating. I mean, my gosh, it showed today because they had to face Congress. They had to face reps like Representative Anna Paulina Luna, Byron Donalds, Nancy Mace. They just let these mayors have it over their sanctuary policies. And man, it was awesome to see. So the Byron Donalds just went hard. Check this out.
What did your city spend on illegal immigration? Do you have a round number?
Over the last couple of years on all newcomers, whatever their status was, it's around $79 million since 2022.
$79 million. Mayor Johnson, Chicago. How much has the city of Chicago spent on illegal immigration?
If you're referring to the 2022 up to 2024 of the buses coming from Texas, roughly the same percentage of the state of Texas, about 1% of our overall budget.
What is that? Because I don't have the city's budget in front of me. Numbers.
It's 1%, and if you want the actual calculation, we can make sure someone...
You're the mayor. You don't have the math in front of you.
It's 1% of the overall budget over the last 4 years.
That's why you're a failing
which
mayor.
is
Mayor
the same
Adams.
number.
How did these guys get elected? He's got 6%. That's the mayor of Chicago right there, Mayor Johnson. And this guy has a 6% approval rating, and somehow he gets these guys continue to get elected, man, in these blue states. I just don't get it. It blows my mind. You know, and so we look at these mayors. Don't feel bad for these guys at all, because Byron Donalds is doing exactly what the American people want him to do, because these guys are creating these sanctuary policies that are so hurtful to our communities. It's so making Americans unsafe. You saw Laken Riley, people like Laken Riley. I know she wasn't necessarily in a sanctuary city, but that even makes it even scarier, because imagine the sanctuary, if it was a sanctuary city, how much more Laken Rileys we would have. And there's just all kinds of stuff going on. Here in Oregon, Oregon is a sanctuary state. We had a guy, an 87-year-old, get almost stabbed to death by an illegal alien. I mean, we have crime all over, illegal alien crime all over. And these Democrat mayors and Democrat governors, they want a virtue signal, and they want to throw all these millions of dollars at these illegals that aren't even supposed to be here, and at these illegal criminals. Meanwhile, the Americans like you and I that work hard for our money get screwed, and we get taxed to hell, and our communities remain unsafe. It's a freaking travesty. So don't feel bad when you see these videos.
How much does the city of New York actually spend on illegal immigration? Mayor Johnson, I already asked you. You don't have a hard number. And if you don't have a hard number, you're not running your city well. Mayor Adams, how much did the city of New York actually spend on illegal immigration?
$6.9 billion of taxpayers.
$6.9 billion of taxpayer money on a problem that was fostered on the American people.
I love it. Byron Donalds out of Florida. He's rumored to be the next favorite to succeed DeSantis. Yeah. DeSantis trying to get his wife to run. I'm starting to really, by the way, speaking of DeSantis, I'm starting to really get tired of this guy. Not just because of how he went against Trump, but he just always seems to, like with the Andrew Tate, and I'm not a huge Andrew Tate fan. But the way that he's handling the whole Andrew Tate situation is so like sanctimonious to me. It's like one of their. That's why Trump calls him Ron DeSanctimonious.
Yeah, that's literally why he calls
Because he literally does this stuff all the time, man. They always position themselves like, look, we're the good guys. We're so good. We're so better than everybody. That's the vibes that Ron DeSantis gives off. It drives me crazy. All right, so check this out. Nancy Mace, man.
You're actively working to harm the American people you represent. You all have blood on your hands. I'm going to ask a series of yes or no questions today, and I would like to remind all of you, you are under oath. I only want a yes or no.
Nancy Mace kind of wild herself, though.
The
been to a
first
couple
question,
parties.
do you acknowledge breaking into our country is a crime? Mayor Adams, yes or no? Do you acknowledge breaking into our country is a crime?
I acknowledge.
Yes or no?
I acknowledge.
Okay, Honorable Johnson, he's not going to answer the question. Yes or no? Is breaking into our country against the law? Yes or no?
Depends how you cross the border.
Depends on how you cross the border,
Mayor
says
Johnson.
the Denver mayor.
Yes or no?
God, I hate
Comprehensive
I don't hate
immigration
Okay, that's
reform
fine.
policies
Mayor
are what's
Wu?
necessary in this
Mayor Wu,
moment.
do you have a better answer
don't
than
hate
these
him.
gentlemen before you? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, do you believe it's acceptable for illegals who commit heinous crimes be released back into the public
Unbelievable.
instead of being detained and deported? Mayor Adams, yes or no?
Well, you see the way the double looks.
Yes or no? This is not hard. Yes or no?
Anyone that break a crime should be detained.
Okay.
Anyone,
Mayor?
he says.
Yes or no?
They should be deported.
Okay, Mayor.
Any individual that
Yes or no?
causes harm
Yes or
and
no?
breaks
Okay,
the
Mayor
law
Wu?
should be held accountable.
This is why you have 6% approval rating, because you suck at answering questions.
Yes!
Mayor Wu? Yes or no?
Anyone who's a public safety threat.
Nancy Mace kind of good looking, bro. I'm not going to lie. I think she might be single, too. She's kind of nice. She's kind of nice. If she loves Jesus, hit me up. If you love Jesus, hit me up. If you're a God-fearing woman, I don't think... Maybe you are. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't say that because she's been caught. There's some pictures going around out there. There's some videos going around of her transferring some alcohol between the bocas, right? Transferring alcohol to another girl. There's some wild videos of Nancy Mace out there. We'll just leave it at that. I don't really want to go too much into it, but we're going to try to keep this positive here. Keep this about the subject matter at hand, which is these Democrat Nazi communist mayors that are prioritizing non-citizens and illegal criminals over the American people. But here's Michelle Wu.
You belong here. This is your home. Boston es tu hogar. Boston es la calle. 这是你的家. This is our city. We are the safest major city in the nation because we are safe for everyone. You belong here.
The Democrat mayor of Boston just sent a message to all illegal aliens in her city using for their foreign language. These guys are clowns, man. I mean, you got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. God, she's got some marker on her head. What is that? I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I love you, Catholics. Love you. I don't like the Pope. I don't like the Pope, but I like Catholics. My grandma was Catholic. Like my whole dad's side of the family is all Catholic. Okay. Democrat mayor of Boston, Michelle Wu, says shame on border czar Tom Homan for bringing hell to American cities when she's there to ensure Boston is safe and peaceful. What?
I quoted Tom Homan, the so-called border czar, saying that he wanted to bring hell. He was bringing hell to the city of Boston. What did you understand him to mean by that?
Let's talk about Tom Homan.
He looks like the little, oh yeah, look at her, just so wise. She's so wise. We like her. This guy looks like the little alien inside of the human body on Men in Black. I don't know if you guys know who I'm talking about. Where did they dig this bag of bones up, man? Who is this guy?
Let's talk about Tom Homan.
Yeah, let's talk about it, Michelle Wu.
Shame on
Or is it
him
Michelle Wu? That's a
for
tennis
lying
player.
about my city.
It's one of the woos. They're all woo. We're all wooing. Woo!
For having the nerve to
Oh, we're gonna get our
police
cancel
commissioner who has
channel
overseen
banned.
the safest Boston's been in anyone's lifetime. Bring him here under oath and let's ask him some questions. I am here to make sure that the city of
Well, mail-in voting got her in office, didn't it? DEI hire right there. Mayor Wu also proudly admits that she's a Democrat and backed Biden-Harris, but refuses to acknowledge their failure on the border. Really funny how that
Mayor
happens.
Wu, you're a Democrat, yes?
Yes,
Okay. You supported the Biden-Harris administration politically?
I did.
Yeah, okay. Do you think that they took border security seriously?
I think Washington failed on immigration and
Washington.
continues to do so.
So let me ask that again. Did you think the Biden administration took border security seriously?
I think Washington
It's a
failed.
yes or no. It's not a trick question, Mayor.
I think there's responsibility across this entire.
Come on, we can.
How do these people continue to get elected? I don't understand, dude. I don't even. Are they even real? Is she even real? Is she even human? Like, how do they get elected? How do these people? How does this honorable Wu? I don't keep calling her Michelle Wu. I don't even care what her first name is. Like Wahoo. I don't know, dude. I don't know what her name is.
It's crazy because like when they were answering their questions, when Nancy Mace was telling them like say yes or no, you notice how they all try to answer in a long form and pretty much in the exact same way. It's almost like they got that same script writer that they had for the Senate yesterday.
100%. That's a good point.
They're just like answering it in the exact same scripted way. Like they have their PR people telling them exactly what to tell right before.
Come on. Mayor Wu-Tang Clan, get your act together and answer the questions. They won't do it because they're a bunch of frauds, man, and I don't understand. Denver mayor just got scorched by Jim Jordan after he couldn't answer why they released a dangerous illegal alien who ended up assaulting officers. This is a must-watch.
Gonzalez.
I like Jim Jordan.
Thank you, Congressman. He is a individual that was released from the county jail on Friday in the city and county of Denver.
That's all you know about him?
I do know that he was facing charges that the
Venezuelan gang member arrested by Border Patrol on September 20th, 2023, released into the country by the Biden administration. A few months later, he's arrested in your city, charged with aggravated assault. On March 11th, 2024, he's charged with motor vehicle theft, stole a car, and then on March 20th, 2024, Mr. Gonzalez is charged with felony menacing. 6 days after that last charge, I send you a detainer, which includes an administrative warrant. Basically, it says if you're going to release this bad guy, this gang member who allegedly stole a car, menaced people, and assaulted people, give us a 48-hour heads up. Is that right? Does that refresh your memory?
I do know about the detainer request. I do know that we provided a notification of release.
What kind of notice did you give ICE when you released him?
We gave him notification. I'm not sure how long in advance it was. I do know that.
1 hour.
I do know that there was
1 hour notice, and you released him 5 days ago, right? Why not give him why not give him more heads up? Actually, let's put the slide up. Let's see what it says here. But let's put the slide up. This is what the Denver Sheriff's Department. It's kind of hard to see, so I'll read it. It says Denver Sheriff Department ICE notification being released to the streets.
Wow.
I simply said just release him to us. You release him to the streets. Why not release him to ICE?
Thank you. What we've done, and we do this regularly, we've done 1,226 of these, is we notify
I'm asking about one. I'm not asking about the 1,200. I'm asking about Mr. Abraham Gonzalez.
Gosh, lock these people up, man. Lock these mayors up. You know, they go after Trump for you know, like whatever, business discrepancies or accounting errors or whatever, things that even experts were saying that like those charges would have never been brought on Trump if he wasn't running for president again. You know, they tried to lock President Trump. They tried to throw him in prison. It didn't work because God had other plans. But you're going to tell me that this isn't arrestable, that this isn't something that they should be indicted over? I mean, they are absolutely putting Americans' lives at risk when they allow violent criminals to go back on the streets, all in the name of we're a sanctuary city, all in the name of their woke BS. And oh, look, is she gonna accept my wish, my future wife? Representative Anna Paulina Luna says 4 Democrat mayors, she is criminally referring them to the Department of Justice for upholding sanctuary city policies. That's a great plan, Anna Paulina Luna. I hope that Pam Bondi handles it better than she's handled the Epstein, because, you know, let's just not hand out binders on this one, right? Let's just get to the point. Let's charge people, right? Let's not get binders involved, or influencers. Let's just do our jobs, Pam Bondi. But that's pretty cool. I love that.
I don't believe that banning the transfer of individuals into ICE custody for the purpose of civil immigration enforcement encourages illegal immigration into Chicago. Or how about agencies, or agents not being able to stop, arrest, or detain individuals based solely on their immigration status or administrative warrants?
So we comply with all laws, local, state, and federal.
No,
to
you
me,
don't.
after this line of questioning, it's very clear
No,
that
you
these
don't.
policies that you have all implicated.
It's pretty black and white. You either comply with federal law or you don't. If someone's here, federal law says, and I'm not as good as Tom Homan at like reciting all the numbers and stuff, but federal law says if you're in this country legally, and especially if you're committing crimes, you are breaking the law. You can't come into our country illegally. And then it's pretty simple, right? But somehow these guys get away with saying, oh, we comply with all federal laws and people keep voting for them. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Are active and alive and well in your cities are in direct violation with U.S. Title 8 Code subsection 1324 and is a federal offense. But you all speak about a broken immigration system, and yet here you guys are aiding and abetting in that entire process. 100%. I want to be very clear about something.
100%.
Open border policies, which is something that you guys are talking about, hurts people on both sides, meaning the people that are coming here illegally and then American citizens as well. I do not think you guys are bad people, but I think that you are ideologically misled.
What?
Which is why, unfortunately, based on your responses, I'm all going to be...
I hate that we have to... you know what? I don't even want to let her finish it. I hate that she has to preface it. I don't think you guys are bad people, but I'm sorry. But yes, they are bad people. They are terrible people, because any leader of their city that allows illegal criminals to remain on the streets and be released back out into the streets that have hurt people is a bad person. What kind of preface was that? Anna Paulina, come on, man. I like you. I don't like that, man. Call it for what it is. Call evil for what it is, man.
I'm only referring you to the Department of Justice for investigation. And as soon as I leave here, these will be going over to Pam Bondi. I'm not doing that in an effort to... And
her binder makers. That all sounds great and everything, but it's one of those things like you can refer as anything you want to the Department of Justice. Until I see people in handcuffs, I can't get excited anymore. I just can't. I'm sorry. I hate to be a downer. And then Chicago, we've already seen that, or we don't need to see that. Let's skip through this because there's so many. There's like a million tabs here. It's overwhelming. So yeah, I mean, the Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson refuses to confirm if he will turn over criminal illegal aliens to ICE. Unreal. He wants criminals to roam free in the streets of his city. Absolutely, dude. I mean, these guys are sick. These are not good people. And then this guy says, Boston mayor, an off-duty police officer in Boston saved lives on Saturday by neutralizing a knife-wielding maniac who chased down two people on Chick-fil-A. Guess what? Boston Mayor Michelle Wu reacted by bizarrely giving condolences to the attacker. This can't be real. Is this real?
Off-duty Boston police officer actually shot a man inside of this Chick-fil-A to stab them. Now, it's okay, but that victim...
My condolences and all of our thoughts are with the family of the individual whose life has been lost.
Our thoughts are...
Gosh, she's really making a case for us to repeal the 19th Amendment. Oh my God. Okay, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. But oh my gosh, dude. Maybe this is why my mom said not to go into politics, because I just get too, how can you look at this and not, this is why people stay out of politics. Because you can't stay sane sometimes when you look at this stuff. When you see stupid little 4'2" leprechaun Mayor Wu go condolences to the attacker, and then she's saying stuff like and standing up to Tom Homan and saying that he's a danger to the community when she's the one allowing illegals back on the streets. I mean, it's just these people. What are they doing? Producer Vlad, this is way too many tabs. I'm so overwhelmed right now. So Jasmine Crockett equates Trump to illegal alien. I mean, apparently producer Vlad wanted us to make a full featured film, 2-hour film.
Hey, I'm just presenting the facts and giving us a detailed breakdown.
I know. God bless you. Jasmine Crockett, I can't even listen to these people anymore. I just can't. I can't. We're going to skip through all these. You guys get the point, right? You get the point. I mean, my gosh. Turns out we didn't need new legislation to secure the border. Look at this immigration crackdown. Since Trump took office, 8,326 border encounters compared to all those numbers from the years previous. Yeah, we really needed Congress to pass legislation for the border, something to be done at the border. No, the president has the power to do that.
Yeah, I have some statistics about it. So Biden, he on average had 6,000 to 8,000 illegal crossings a day. And throughout his whole administration, it was 10.3 million known and then 2 million gotaways. And Trump is averaging 6,000 to 8,000 a month after this month, and it seems like it's going to be around that number. And he would, throughout his whole term, have 336,000 compared to Biden's 12 plus million. It's not even close. He's going to have what Biden's average month was in 4 years. And that's simply just because he's enforcing the laws which are already in place.
Look, I mean, look at this, guys. Look at this. This is on purpose. These last 4 years, this is on purpose right here. Look at these. Look at these these illegal border crossings. These under Biden between 2020 and 2024, and look at where they're at with Trump in 2025. I mean, this whole thing. This is on purpose, dude. They're trying to create voters. They're trying to. I don't know what else they're trying to do. It didn't work this election. Maybe it'll work in 2028. I don't know. This is why we have to. Trump has to do something. with the federal elections. He has to do something. If he doesn't do anything, they're just going to do what they did in 2020. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's just what I wholeheartedly believe. Oh, a podcaster who peddles conspiracy theories. I can just see the woke Oregonian and all the other biting me on that one. Border crossings under President Trump. Under President Biden, we're over 6,000 a day. Border crossings under President Trump are under around 6,000 a month. This is what happens when you enforce the law. 100% Chip Roy. Historic low, the White House says. February saw the lowest illegal crossings in history, just 8,326. That's too much if you ask me. Still too much. Every illegal was removed or prosecuted under Biden. 300,000 a month, dude. What were they doing? Dude was asleep half the administration, maybe more anyways. Border crossings went from 4K a day at Eagle Pass, Texas, under Biden to only 14 under Trump. Crazy. And why do we care about border? Because we want to keep America white? No, it's because we we have people that hate the United States just because of who we are. Okay? Terrorists from all over the world, gangs, cartels. You just want our borders to be open for people like that? Of course, we're supposed to have compassion for people that want to come over here for a better life. People that bring their families over to escape crime, to escape, the crappy conditions that they live in. We're not talking about those people. Even those people should come through a process as well. But to just allow our border to be freely open is criminal, dude. Biden should be in handcuffs, if you ask me. Okay, so some reactions from around the Horn. The congressional hearings, Libs of TikTok says on X. Today, with the 4 Democrat mayors of sanctuary cities is astonishing. Democrats simply don't care about the safety of American citizens. They prioritize criminally illegal aliens at the expense of their constituents. Story of my life here in Oregon, man. Our Oregon leaders are pathetic. It is enough to correct the damage that's been done, says Caroline C. Wilder on X. Everyone who participated in the criminal invasion of our country must be punished and severely. But remember, Anna Paulini said they're not bad people. I'm sounding like such a black pillar right now. I like Luna. I like Representative Luna. I really do. I just didn't like that comment. He puts this blank in Chicago. Producer Vlad trying to set me up to repent extra tonight. Unfortunately for them, the criminal left no longer controls every single institution. They can't commit crimes with impunity anymore. 100%, baby. King Knossos the Bull says, as a Denver resident, it's not safe here. No one goes downtown anymore. Unless they have no choice. That sounds like Portland. I'm sure there will be people, I go all the time, blah, blah, blah. Ask restaurant owners. Look it up yourselves. Again, sounds like Portland. Go ask the restaurant owners in Portland how safe their city are and how safe they feel in doing business. Go ask the owners of Hot Lips Pizza in Portland how that worked out for them. Our restaurant and business owners downtown have been formally petitioning Mayor Johnston saying exactly what I did. And then Boston is a safe city. Am I a Superman who flies around with a cape? Responding to Mayor Wu. Heather Mullins says, I was born and raised in Massachusetts and the illegals are not welcome. Neither is Mayor Wu. She's a criminal politician. That's a better description than good people, than not bad people. A criminal politician. I'm going to start using that more. Criminal politician undermining the safety of the city, state, country, and needs to be removed. What politicians like her are doing is treasonous and needs to be treated as such. Now that's more like it. That's a better description of these people. This is why we love Trump. He answers the dang questions. This deceitful dodging doesn't fly. We see through her and really have zero respect for a person who cannot give a straight answer. 100%. I love it. I love it. Love it. Ladies and gentlemen, like and subscribe to the channel. If you thought this was informative, let me know. Let me know in the comments what you think. Should these mayors go to jail? I think they should. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell for notifications at David Medina, PDX across all social media. That's X, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, man. I appreciate you guys being with me. I look forward to seeing you on the next video. If you want to support me further, go to thedavidmedina.com. There's an option there. You can donate or become part of the Medina Army. Appreciate you. We'll see you on the next one.